Hi guys, welcome back to Milk Mummies. I am Rachel, your host. Today I am joined by the fabulous Sophia Lorimer, award-winning sustainable stylist, speaker, and founder of Fine Tuned Wardrobe. Sophia empowers women, especially corporate mums and leaders, to reclaim control of their wardrobes and rediscover their confidence through sustainable style. As a mother and a mission-led businesswoman, she's redefining what it means to dress for success while honoring your values and your identity. We're talking motherhood, personal power, and the deep connection between what you wear and how you show up. Let's get into it. Sophia, hi.
Hi.
Welcome. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. Excited to be here and having a chat with you.
Guys, if you knew just how long it's taken us to get this in the diary. Whew, so I'm very, very grateful that you're here at the time. And I guess before we jump into all things fashion and sustainable style, I wanted to, pick your brains about motherhood. How was your motherhood journey? How did you get into that? How did you get into that?
How long have we got?
You want to tell me?
It's been, I know people always say this, but it's really been a journey because before I even had a daughter, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be this kind of mum and it's going to be like this, as we do, right?
Yeah.
In my head, it was all going to be perfect and I was going to be this person, like it's going to be the best experience of my whole entire life. Yeah. And my pregnancy I absolutely loved being pregnant. It was the best thing. Yeah. Everyone's so nice to you when you're pregnant.
Yes, that is true. I had to think about that. Yeah.
Honestly, everyone was so kind and it was beautiful. Absolutely loved being pregnant. And I loved my body actually when I was pregnant.
Did that surprise you?
It did surprise me. I didn't mind that it was changing and all of these things. I just really loved it. And actually, I even had like a pregnancy photo shoot. I did all the things.
Perfect.
So yeah, obviously I had a lovely pregnancy. So I thought that it was just going to carry on. Okay. As we're told in the media and all that bounce back culture, whatever that means. And then she came. Yeah. And it wasn't.
Okay. We learned some things. Okay.
Yeah. We were brought back to reality quite quickly. Okay. It just wasn't anything that I expected. I thought that it was going to be that whole, like what people say, that whole rush of love and it's all going to be great. But I was in labour for about 3 days.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah that was intense. But I had hypnobirthing. So it wasn't as awful as, it sounded.
How was hypnobirthing for you? I always ask this.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah? Okay, good.
I absolutely loved it. And I wasn't a woo-woo kind of person at all. But I was like leading up to me having her, I was like really anxious and all the rest of it, because of all the stories we hear.
Of course.
And especially from where I'm from, you hear all sorts of stories and things like that. So yeah, I had hypnobirthing and it was amazing.
All right. Okay, good.
And then it really did save those 3 days that I was in labour for. I was that person because when my waters broke, I was like, she's coming. I need to get my nails done. So I was.
Oh my God, did you?
I did. I was in the nail salon and I was like, right, go for it. I was like, during the contractions.
I can't believe that. Seriously.
It was wild. But I was like determined. I was like, and then when I got into the hospital, they were like, we're going to have to take those off. I was like, no, you're not.
Really? Why?
Just in case they had to do my...
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And my stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were like, no, they're going to have to come off. And I was like, no, really, they're not.
Oh, gosh.
We'll just see how we go. Luckily, I didn't have to have them off. But I was like, 100% not.
I've literally sat through contractions to get this done. It's not coming off.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, I was like, the thing is that she's going to come and I'm going to be doing all these cute photos. Of course, in my head. It was all that whole thing. Yeah. But anyway, so she came. It was a whirlwind, complete whirlwind of what I thought it was going to be. It was really hard.
Okay.
It was really hard to adjust. She didn't sleep for like solidly for about 3 years.
Wow. Okay.
Like she would get up 7 times a night. Wow. And we say it to this day, she's like so advanced for her age. Okay. So she was talking at like 10 months, like properly talking.
Wow.
I want to get up now. like all the things.
That's incredible.
Honestly, she was walking really early, like all the things.
She's got places to be.
So, yeah, literally.
Sophia, she's got places to be.
So, yeah, she'll just be up, I'm not tired. I don't want to sleep. And then she'll be like, what we doing today? Like at midnight and things like that. So it was really, really hard. And I found it really hard to adjust as a new mum and first-time mum, all the expectations that come with being a mum. So yeah, between that and she had really bad eczema, so we were in and out of hospital. I was just not coping. But to the outside world, I had to put on a front that I was coping because that's what we do.
We do, and
that's what we're made to feel that we've got to do. And then later on in my journey, I got diagnosed with postnatal depression.
Okay.
Which I knew that I wasn't okay.
Okay. That's good.
But for me, I just had to keep on keeping on. It wasn't until the midwife, no, not the midwife, who comes out round afterwards.
I had a community. Oh my gosh, I was a community midwife. That's not true. But it was rain fart. I can't remember.
Somebody comes around.
Yeah, they come and check in on you.
And check on you. And it was, she came over and she was like my house was spotless. Everything was like, I looked really good on paper. And then she was like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, look at me. Like, look at my house. Like, look at the kid. You know, we're all fine. And she was like, no, this is not normal.
Okay.
And she was like, you've just had a baby and everything's spotless. This is not normal. And I was like, and that's when everything dropped. And I was like, you know what? This mask can't be on for any longer. Then I got help. I got counselling. We call them happy pills in my house. I got all the things and slowly started to rebuild myself. But in that time, it was, I didn't know how to be as a mum.
Yeah, of course.
Especially like wholeheartedly be a mum.
Okay.
Not what people wanted me to be, because I'm from a huge family. So in my head, I was like, I'm going to ace this.
Yeah,
I've been an auntie since I was born.
Right, yeah, exactly. So you've seen it from
I was like, I'm going to ace this, but it's totally different when they're your own and you don't give them back. And they've got skin conditions that you've got to deal with, and you know, and you've had all that pressure for so long that you're going to be amazing, and then it doesn't quite work out. So it was definitely a ride.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that the person who visited, I know I can't remember the actual name of the person who comes to see you.
Health visitor.
Yes,
that's it.
I'm glad that they were able to spot it, and I'm glad that it was something like that. Just being in the environment and going, okay, first time mom, she's missed this. Okay, what's going on? That's great. So I'm glad it was picked up quickly and you were able to get the support that you needed. You're here now. How did fashion come into this? Was it something that you were into before you became a mum, or?
So I was absolutely, but in a whole different line. I was more dressing for other people.
Okay.
For trends, to be on fashion, on all of the things. And it was more to conform, really, to fit in, rather than, that's why I was literally addicted. I wouldn't wear an outfit twice because, you know, in the media, that's what all the cool people did and all of this. So it was always not aligned, not truly aligned with me. So I literally was just addicted to buying. I bought all the things all the time, constantly. And then after having her and her having her skin condition and everything like that, I was like, oh my God, she can only wear organic cotton. And she can only, you know, do all of these things because of her skin.
Of course, yeah.
And then I was like, but my wardrobe is full of plastic. And that's where I just started going down the rabbit hole. Okay. But within that time of being in the depths of depression and all of that, I totally lost myself. I didn't know what to wear for this new body because my body had totally changed. And I was just like, I don't know what to wear for this new body. I don't know how I should dress as a mum and all of these things. So that that and the fact that I was like down this sustainability rabbit hole, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do better.
Okay.
So it started with me needing to do better for her.
Yeah.
And then it transpired to really understanding the impact that I was having on the planet through my choices and my values, really, because my values were always aligned to other people's values and consumerisms and what I should be, rather than what I wanted to be and how I wanted to show up in the world.
I love it. I mean, you're literally the physical embodiment of the statement where whatever change you want to see in the world, it starts with you.
Absolutely.
Like, it starts. I love that baby girl was the inspiration to kind of really put that spark in you and kind of go from there. But it's literally that it's you, and then what you do ripples out into your community bit by bit, and then it's the world.
100%.
That's amazing.
100%. And I think that so many, and that's why I always say about wearing your values, if we all did that, you know, it would have a ripple effect on everybody around us.
110%. With that, yes, you started with yourself, and you're looking at how it impacts your environment, the planet. How did it shift into a space of helping corporate mums? I feel like even saying corporate mums may not be necessarily accurate, but how did that shift into the space of helping corporate mums rediscover their style? And also, how did you see their style impacting their confidence at work as well?
So there's two parts to that. It was I never started this business through really, I just knew that as women, like my life had totally done a 360 and I felt like I was derailed at the time for all the wrong reasons. But now I was like, oh my God, this is my purpose and my mission. And I think that as women, we go through so many different chapters in our lives. And those chapters can sometimes feel like, because they're so heavy, that we're like, oh my God, what do I do next? And our style and what we wear is hugely impacted, whether it's menopause, divorce, bereavement, having a baby. All of those things can really derail us, and we feel that we are no longer the person or the image that we were portraying out to the world. So it was that I wanted to, first of all, vocalize that it's okay to have that shift. That shift is okay, and we don't have to be stagnant and be like, you know, how many times do you hear women going, oh, do you know what? I wish I was still a size 10 like I used to be. I used to, you know, all of those things. But everything happens when we step into our power, and our clothes can be that power. So the reason why I set it up, Fine-Tuned Wardrobe, was because I knew how much my life changed when I started to embody this and accept, actually. First of all, it was the acceptance of, okay, this is a new chapter. Now, how do I show up? How do I show up for her? How do I show up for myself? That's where it stemmed from. And then I wanted to help women do more of that. And we're in that. We've all been there. You know, you've worn that outfit and you felt like, do you know what? I'm going to sit up that bit taller. I'm going to speak to people. It's literally within us. And I wanted women to have more of that, because the only way that this world's going to change into anything that we all want to see is if more women have more seats at the table. So that's where it all stems from.
What does sustainable style actually mean in practice, and how do you help busy mums like bring that to life as well?
So the word sustainability has loads and loads of I don't know, kickback, or the people are like, what is it, kind of thing. And my thing for sustainability is really helping women embody their values. By doing that is getting creative with what's already in circulation. So me as a sustainable stylist, I help empower you to dress in things that you already own, or things that are already in circulation, like second hand, vintage, all of the things before we have to buy new. And if we buy new, we look at sustainable brands first.
Got you. Okay.
And it's really about that. It's about getting you to get creative, because sometimes it's just that you haven't got the capacity to think.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're spinning so many plates. So it's about helping you to come up with new ways, you know, taking that time back for yourself. because I work with so many women like, I don't have time. And I come in, give you the permission to give yourself that time. Because if you are shooting on all 7 cylinders, however many you got, then you are going to be more happier, more aligned, more empowered. And then that's going to have a ripple effect on your business, the connections you're making, your family, relationships, all of the things, if you are happier.
What do you say to a mum? You touched on coming into a space and giving people permission, because sometimes that is really what they need to hear, genuinely. So what do you say to a mum who says, I've lost my style, I don't know where to begin? Like, how does that conversation look like with you?
So I'm quite different. So in the way that I work, it's not just about putting you in a lovely frock and being like, bye, you got this.
We did it. Bye, good luck.
Yeah. Call me when you need me, kind of thing. I really dig deep, because a lot of the times it's not just about what we wear. It's how we talk to ourselves, how we see ourselves, how we think other people see us as well, or how we should be perceived. So I really dig deep. And one of my questions that I ask on my questionnaire is that, what's your why?
Okay.
Why do you want this? Why does it matter? All of those things, because on those dark days when you're like, do you know what, Sophia, I haven't got time to do that, you can revisit your why. Like, I've had clients say their whys, they're like, I want to make a difference for my family. I want to grow my business. I want to show up in my business in a different kind of way. I want to be seen. I want to be seen. All of these things. And if your why is bigger than just a nice frock, you're going to always come back to that. So for me, we dig deep on your why and the real reason why you're here and how you speak to yourself and all of that. And then there's a bit of a roadmap that we go through, depending on what my clients need. But there's normally, like, we go through what it is that you've got in your wardrobe, what makes you feel good, what areas of your life, like, what does your lifestyle look like, first of all. All of those things help to then come up with a solid plan, a bespoke plan for each individual client.
You touched on this before, where there is that element of not wanting to wear the same thing twice. And like, I've definitely felt that way before. I think I even still sometimes, like, I'm aware that, I've worn this already and I've posted stuff on social. So, okay, maybe I'm not going to wear this anytime soon, that kinds of stuff.
But that way you could just restyle it.
Right. So that is the answer. That is the key. And also, it also really doesn't matter. These are the clothes that you own. So it's as simple as that. But I guess it's probably a big question to ask, but I almost wanted to ask you, why do you think that is? Because I know a lot of women, a lot of my friends definitely say things like that or can echo that. But why is there this, like, weird shame around it? Like, what do you think it is?
Societally, that is what we're told. And we're made to feel like that, because then we can consume more and make all of these billionaires more billions. That's it. It's that whole, they want us in the lack mentality and in that whole scarcity mentality, because you only shop when you're, and that's what I always say to my clients, it's that dopamine hit, that lack mentality that, Sandra's wearing that. Oh my God, it looks really good on her. I need to go and get it. It's all of that thing. And that's what we have been told and conditioned, not knowing what the impact, not only to the planet is, but also to ourselves and our self-esteem, because we're always looking for validation everywhere else, but not looking within.
Crazy. What are your thoughts on the fast fashion brands? If briefly, perhaps. I feel like Sophia's about to rip.
Stay calm. Do you know what? Because I used to shop all of them.
Of course.
There wasn't a Shein in my day, though, of my, like, mine was more high street.
Okay.
So I was like all the high street. And then, because I haven't actually bought anything new, I'm just coming up to my 7 years, actually.
Oh, wow.
Everything I buy is secondhand.
Okay.
So, yeah, for me personally, I think that it's a really, really slippery slope. And it's hilarious because the younger generation, like Gen Z, aren't really that bothered of fast fashion. It's more like 30, 40s that are like, because we are from that generation where it was like, it's cheap, it's great, we can just keep buying again. Kind of thing. So for me, they're targeting that generation still, but I feel like we should know better. And it's dressing from that place of knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you know yourself and know your body and all of that, you're going to shop better. And really educating yourself with what you really want to see in the world. Like if you're saying to me, you're sitting there and you're like, do you know what? I'm into women's rights. I want to support women. But the women making your clothes are getting paid 3p per garment. That's not going to be in alignment.
Yeah.
So it's those kind of things. And sustainability is a huge, huge umbrella because you've got social, you've got planet, you've got people, all of the things.
Yeah.
So it's really about digging deep, and those brands, those fast fashion brands that are doing that, they're just exploiting people because they know that they can.
Yeah.
And the only way that it can be different is if we educate ourselves and start wearing our values and voting with our money.
Yeah. I feel like I'm sort of starting it feels like I'm at the start of educating myself with things like this, just because I didn't realize how much my family are originally from Ghana, and I didn't realize how much fast fashion stuff, whatever goes there, and then how it's repurposed, resold, and I don't know, in the markets, I've lost the market's name. I think there was a massive fire that broke out there, and that obviously affected all the workers or the traders who were in that space, and it just the amount of clothes or produce that was there was just stunning. How everything is getting shipped to Ghana or to places like Ghana, and they're having to work with that and then resell it however they can. But if you're not able to work to meet that demand, because this is an influx of clothes constantly coming in.
There's 33 micro trends every single year, when really it was spring, summer, autumn, winter. And now we're on 33 micro trends. And the thing is that it's not just about them going, but it's cheap plastic that then people in Ghana or other countries are then having to salvage. They're getting shipped up on their beaches. They're ruining stock. They're ruining water systems and so many things just because these fashion brands are trying to meet demands. Also, it's even things like, I always say to people, and they're like so shocked, when you are buying things and you're trying them on and you're buying like a couple of sizes here and a couple of sizes there, and then you send them back because you're like, oh, they didn't work. Not every brand, but most brands don't actually sell those on. They get incinerated or they go to landfill. And it's those kind of things that if we knew more of that and it was a bit more publicised, and that's why I just love having conversations like this, because so many people don't know. So I think that it's educating yourself on what really does go on behind the scenes.
What, if you can, what are like 3 practical ways a mum can elevate her wardrobe without starting from scratch or having to go and consume in a certain way?
So I would really look within. What do you love? What makes you feel good? What brings your spark? And that can look like, it could be colours, it could be textures, it could be, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be, do you know what, I'm just going to wear a bit more jewellery. Or I really love those earrings that I normally save for best. I'm going to wear those. Those kind of things. Just start really small and wear things that really make you feel good. That's definitely a key one. Number 2 is just do you. I know it's so hard to do. But it's that whole thing of you do not know who's struggling around you.
This is true.
And the thing is that you might see, like, to you, they might look well put together, but you do not know what is going on behind closed doors. It's funny, I did a mum recently who was on maternity leave, and she was going back to work, and we worked together, and she felt really, really good. She started dressing more for herself and, wearing things that made her feel good. And she went out with some friends, some mummy friends, and she told them that she had this service. And they were like, oh my God, I need that. I've really been struggling and all of these things. But to her, she was like, oh my God, I'm the weakest link out of all of them and all of these things. But they were like, oh my God, I've been struggling as well. And sometimes it's having these conversations with people around us that really sets the tone and that, being seen as well. It's those kind of things. Just do whatever it is for you, because you never know also who you might inspire.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I always say to everyone, I don't care who you are, you're not just a mum, you are an influencer in some description. Somebody around you, it could be a shopkeeper, your best friend's auntie, whoever, you are an influencer to somebody. So by you just wearing your values and feeling good and doing what's right for you, you are influencing somebody to do the same.
Really amazing. Okay, I don't know if that was 2 or 3 points, but that's already 2.
Did I do 2?
I don't know, but either way, it's both or 3 of them. I packed with a lot of key points there, so I can live with that.
Start small, and just do you.
Yeah.
I think they've got to be the key ones.
Yeah. Okay. You've obviously talked about how style and how clothes can impact a person. What has been the biggest, if you can share, the biggest emotional transformation you've seen in someone?
There's been loads.
That's amazing to hear in itself.
God, there's been loads. I think the one that really sticks out for me is Tracy. I don't know. Okay, let's go with Tracy. But I was going to say another one as well. But Tracy came to me and she was really lost, really, really lost. Just started a business and she was faceless business.
Okay.
Like, didn't want to show up, didn't feel confident in herself, didn't feel like she belonged in front of her business, basically. She was really she had all the things going on for it, but she didn't think that her presence was acceptable to be representing the business. And after working with her, going through so many steps and really getting her to feel not only the confidence, but to feel that she was the leader of this business. And so she would never do a video, never show up. She didn't really do networking, all the things, none of it. Anyway, after, I think we'd worked together for over about a 3-month period. And in the 5th month, she was on BBC News talking about her business.
Oh, incredible.
And honestly, to this day, it makes me all go giddy because here's the thing. The shifts weren't anything really to do with me. It was me giving her the tools to know that she is worthy of that. And the armor came from her own wardrobe. The armor was, okay, I feel good in this. I feel like I can be heard in this. Now let me share my message. And sometimes it just takes that. It just takes somebody to be like, what have you got in there that really makes you spark, that we've all got something to say, whether you might think it or not. We've all got something that we believe in or something that, we're rooting for. But sometimes we can't get our voice out because we're like, oh my God, what do I look like? Are people going to look at me? Or, all the things. So I think that her story still really lights me up because it was that it's that transformation that every woman deserves. Whether you are a mum or not. She was a mum. At the time, she was the mum to one. And I think that so often we're made to feel like, now you're a mum, that's sort of it.
Yeah.
That's, we're done now. So I'm just like, no, it can be fuel. And, you know, me having my daughter was the catalyst to why I'm here today. Because I don't know if I would have started it without going through what I went through.
Okay.
And I think that, like, Tracy being the perfect example, it's that whole thing of, wow, what can happen when you have got the tools and the things that you want to talk about.
Yeah, that's incredible. All right. So you run a business and you are a parent. How do you manage the juggle?
I'm a magician. The juggle. Oh, wow. There's no such thing as balance. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
Because there's always got to be one's up, one's down. When I am being present and there for my daughter, I'm not on the business, and vice versa.
Okay.
And it took me a long, long time to throw the mum guilt in the bin.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, I'm raising a girl who I want to be in those rooms of change. And now how is she going to be that if I'm not showing her that?
Yeah.
And for me personally, I think that we are conditioned to be that we need to be everything all at once. And I think that is just unattainable. I'm going to be a good mum and try and be as present as I can, but I also want her to know that I'm running a business that is changing lives and that we are making an impact.
Yeah.
So for me, balance is just... I did the school run this morning.
No, I think that's really important to hear, and I think it's also really important to remind people of that. Just understanding, as you said, what your values are, what you want to do, what you're building, and then understand that there are going to be days when this is the focus, and then that's the focus, and kind of manage that. I think that's something I still struggle with for sure. But
and it doesn't have to be days; it can be hours. You know, it can be. And for me personally, I've always said to her that, right, I'm working, and then I'll be with you.
Yep.
So, and it's that communication, just so we know where we're at.
Yeah.
So, when was it? It was a couple of weeks. It was half term. One of many half terms. I was like, right, I've got meetings all morning. And then afterwards, what we doing?
Yeah, okay.
What are we doing this afternoon? Just so then we all know what's going on.
Yeah. That's like I said, great reminder for everyone. I had someone also say sort of thing like, whatever you've got to get done, just be comfortable with the idea that maybe out of 6 you might get 5 done, you might get 4 done, and that's okay, rather than punishing yourself or having the guilt. And that I love that that's the message that's constantly being shared on this podcast and being reinforced, so people understand that this is the norm and it's okay.
Absolutely. And there's no such thing as perfect, because whatever you're seeing on social media is it's a tiny little window.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Do you have any boundaries or self-care routines that can help you avoid burnout or things like that?
The gym.
Okay, nice. Yes, me too.
So working out and fitness was one of my self-medications when I was going through depression.
Okay.
It literally was my thing. So running, weights are like my core things. I'm up most days 5 and working out of some description, because that's my little window. And it doesn't have to be like huge workouts. It can just be a little bit of a yoga sequence, something just to get me going.
Nice.
But yeah, that is my non-negotiable. I've got to work out.
Nice.
It's, I don't know, for me, it's the happy pills without the happy pill. It's free.
Yeah. And it's free. Why not? And what does support look like for you? Who's in your village?
Oh, my village. So my village actually came about, I think, in lockdown, because so I started this business not really knowing. I was very, very naive, which is probably a good thing. So
you can just do everything, and then no one's going to tell you no or tell you any realities. And then you achieve, and you're like, oh, of course you can do that.
So it was a little bit of that. So I started my business in the November.
Okay.
And we went into lockdown in the March.
Yeah. That's right.
So then I had to completely pivot and everything had to be really different. Because obviously now I was doing an online business. So everything changed.
Yeah.
And in that time, I got really savvy with Zoom. And I joined so many communities online. And so then I started networking, really.
Okay.
I hadn't even, networking wasn't even on my radar when I started my business. And within that, I have completely made this gorgeous, gorgeous tribe of,
that's cool.
Oh my God, amazing humans doing amazing things. And I think that so often we think that our tribe should just be our tribe that we've always had.
Yeah.
But there's something about having a tribe of people that not necessarily live next door to you that you can see every day, but are rooting for you all around the world.
That was definitely me. I had this idea of, well, I've made my friends. These are my friends. That's kind of it. I don't need any more. These are cool. It's fine. And even like my getting into the stage of motherhood, loads of my friends who were mums were like, oh yeah, and their circle is obviously widened and like make sure you're in these spaces so you can actually meet more people. I'm like, I don't need that. I'm fine. What are you doing? Like, I just don't need more people. But now come see me. Like, there's so much more, and everybody has so much more to give. Whether it's just the conversations or the texts or the texts at 3 a.m. in the morning because there's the whole network of mums who are up at that time or whatever. That's such a great way to highlight how your tribe does expand.
Absolutely.
And the support is then you can actually build the village. It's not just who you're born with or who you've gone to school with.
100%. And also that I think that it's that whole thing that I want to evolve, I want to grow, not necessarily just my business, but also me. I want to totally grow. I want to learn new things. And sometimes if you're with the same people all the time, that necessarily is not going to, might not happen.
That's true.
So I love expanding and I love meeting new people, but I love a chat as well. So.
If there's a mother listening who is feeling or feels overwhelmed or unsure with her style or identity, what's one small thing she can do today to change that?
Right now? I would say go and put something on that makes you feel amazing, no matter what that is. It could be a lacy bra, it could be a bit of jewelry, it could be a lipstick. Just something that makes you feel amazing, that's just for you. Not what your partner likes you in, not what your auntie Sandra likes, just what you like. Because it's that feeling that I want women to get, and then you know exactly how it feels and you can replicate that on a daily basis.
Yeah, I love it. That's super practical. I love a super practical tip. Yes, it's very tangible. It's in your hands. Go and do it. Okay, rapid fire. I just say the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh God.
Power outfit to go.
Oh God, it depends what I'm doing. Power outfit to go. Honestly, so I know this is supposed to be rapid and I'm so bad at these, but honestly, I dress for my mood depending on what I want to be that day. One day I'll be in like full leather black gothic. Next day I'll be like Sarah Jessica Parker in like a tutu. So for me, power dressing is depending what's going to bring me that power that day.
Okay, I'll take it. One wardrobe item you'd never get rid of.
Or my mulberry sheep coat.
Okay, done. Style icon.
Or Irish apfel.
Okay, amazing. One thing's mum should stop apologising for.
Being themselves.
Okay. Early mornings or late nights?
Early mornings.
Ah, nice, same. One wardrobe piece every mum should own.
Whatever the frick they like.
No one ever swears here. Even I've stopped swearing here. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about this room, but
I said frick.
I know, and I was just like, that's probably the rudest word we've said in this space so far. It's hilarious. I don't know. There's something about here. Style tip you swear by.
Being authentically myself.
Amazing. Authenticity has entered the chat. Okay.
Yes.
Passed it. You did it. Well done. It wasn't so hard. Let's go. Sophia, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
Genuinely.
you.
Like I said, it's been amazing and it's been forever trying to get you down here. But like I said, I think what you do in your business is so important. It is beautifully authentic, beautifully sustainable. You're impacting yourself, other people around you, the environment, and then the world. Do you know, it's just all very important things. And I love that it's very community focused and world focused as well at the same time. And it shows that one person can do something. You can make the change.
Absolutely.
So
it starts with us. So.
Yeah. I guess the next thing I want is to make sure people know where to find you. So tell us where we can find you.
So I hang out mostly on Instagram.
Got it.
But I am on LinkedIn. So Instagram's Fine Tuned Wardrobe and LinkedIn Sophia Lorimer. And my website is Fine Tuned Wardrobe. And my DMs are always open. I love a chat. Slide in. Style tips, all the things. But it's really just about giving women permission to just do whatever it is that you want to do and be unapologetically yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's it.